Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to game 2 of the series. Jessetheemperor versus Herr Acker in the group stage of the Farmers League. Group B here, so the lower rank of players, the players that have lost their initial placement games, have to face each other here, and now you can see why they are here in this lower bracket. Because things are a bit more difficult at their skill level. It's idling here for a few seconds, but it's alright. You have the villagers on food now, the sheep is scouting, and all is fine. We are on Land Madness. I don't actually know which of the players picked Land Madness. Maybe that was Herr Acker. Although Jesse lost the first game, so he now picked this map, so maybe he picked Land Madness, but I don't think Jesse would pick Land Madness. He's generally more comfortable on water maps. Well, to be honest, he's not really comfortable on any map, but he prefers to play water maps. And he's playing as the Cumans here, so if any other player, I would say, okay, maybe he has some interesting Cumans strategy prepared. With Jesse, however, I'm not so sure if he even knows about the Cuman Civ bonus of being able to place a TC and a Siege Workshop in the feudal age. Herr Acker, on the other hand, is very much prepared. He is playing with the Sicilians, and we've seen him playing as the Sicilians before, and that can only mean one thing: he will go for the YouPudding strategy. He's already pushing deer. So the YouPudding is a strategy where you go to the castle age as fast as possible, and then build a dungeon in feudal age, and start spamming sergeants. I think as soon as you have clicked up to the castle age, and then once castle age hits, these sergeants will be very, very strong, and the enemy who's still in feudal age has almost no chance of stopping them. There are some variations on this strategy. I think there's also some strategies, YouPudding strategies, where you stay in feudal age for a little bit and then create a few sergeants, attack with them, and then click up to castle age soon after. But I think the strongest one must be the one where you just go straight fast castle. And another trademark of the strategy, and Herr Acker has shown this in his match against Peter Host, is that you completely neglect your economy. So I think it was just mainly villages on gold and then buy food in the market. I think it's not optimal. I think it makes sense to add in a few farms, because the market prices will rise so high. But let's see how Herr Acker chooses to play this. He's now going on to berries with 7 villages, which, according to Freddy, is not optimal, because Freddy used to always make fun of me when I had more than 4 villages on berries, but now Freddy sometimes puts 6 villages himself. And, well, if 6 is better than 4, then clearly 7 is better than 6. So Acker is playing very well, and Jesse loses a villager. What was he trying to do? Yeah, it just looks like maybe trying to do some laming, but ran straight into the TC of Herr Acker. And where is his scout? Okay, scout is way off course. Maybe he couldn't find Herr Acker. The population now, big lead for Herr Acker, with 20 villages to the 16 of Jesse. So a lot of idle time, unfortunately, by Jesse. And yeah, just overall rusty. He sends another villager now to build a house and an outpost. But this outpost doesn't make much sense. It's in the middle of nowhere, and if Herr Acker chooses to go to Jesse, let's say from this angle, from the left, then this outpost will not even spot him. So Herr Acker is up to feudal age with 21 villages, 22 pop, so this should just be fine for a very fast castle. 3 on gold, that's great, and 10 on food. I think the berries might just be enough here to get him up to castle age with some market abuse. I could have maybe pushed a few more deers here, Herr Acker, because he's now out of food underneath his TC. Instead he has okay, he's moving now onto gold, but I don't think he has enough wood because he needs a market and a blacksmith to be able to click up. And at the moment he barely has enough for a market, so not optimal. Queuing 2 more villages, now has enough for a market, but yeah, now he's out of wood. So no, berries run out. Oh god, sloppy. Yeah, not optimal. Acker needed more villages on wood. He doesn't even have a lumber camp actually. Yeah, he went for the mill and the gold mining camp for this strategy, which is fine. But yeah, I think just a few more villages on stragglers, and then he would have been able to execute the fast castle. Now it's a bit messy because you have to buy 100 wood to build this blacksmith. He buys 200, that was a bit too much. But maybe he wants a lumber camp anyway. Oh, he builds a donjon now. Okay. So he can only sell 100 stone, so actually it will be close, because he needs to buy 300 more food. TC is idling now for quite a while. Yeah, now he's 50 food short, so we'll have to buy more food, and this delays him more and more. Now Jesse managed to get up to feudal age, and ooh, very, very sloppy. I mean, yeah, this will work against Jessetheemperor, but I think Herr Acker, if you want to win with this YouPudding strategy against a stronger player, now he clicks up, you need to optimize that build order a bit more, so you're not run out of wood, and you can click up with 23 villages without all this idle time. But okay, it's fine. I'm also not a fan of this donjon location because it's in the back, so the sergeants, which are very slow, they have to walk a long time to actually find this outpost villager. So instead I think placing a donjon on this gold would have been much nicer, so you're already a bit further out on the map. But it's okay. Also, yeah, I guess Herr Acker just wants to play without a mining camp, without a lumber camp. I'm not sure about that. Where is he going now? Okay, he's going on wood now, so he needs to buy 100 gold. It's all a bit inefficient. It's good that he uses the market to get the resources he needs, but maybe a bit too much, because, well, it was obvious that he would eventually need 100 wood. The scouts actually managed to kill a sergeant here, and the sergeants are in full retreat. Jesse managed to repel the initial YouPudding, but once those sergeants hit the castle age, or the castle age hits, those sergeants become a lot stronger, so they have now 3 more attack, and then 3 melee armor, 3 pierce armor instead of 2, and then they get 25%, 25 HP from 50 to 75. So yeah, really much stronger in castle age. I think in feudal age sergeants are a bit weak. I mean, they have 2 melee armor, so they are super strong against villagers and even against scouts, but just maybe not strong enough. But in castle age they hit hard. And now the menacing sergeants move forward. Jesse has quite some idle villagers at the stable. Yeah, let's see how Jesse will react to this. Oh god, his berry villagers are idle as well. But his scouts picked off a villager at the woodline, which is very nice. So Jesse actually manages to do some damage already, and is now 4 villages in the lead. And oh god, the idle TC times of both players are absolutely ridiculous. What the hell, 4 minutes? But I guess for Acker it's on purpose, because he doesn't have any farms, he just buys food for the sergeants. Yeah, again, it's a bit too much. It's fun, but sergeants are in. But as we've seen against Peter Host, against a more serious player, I think this all-in YouPudding it's a bit too all-in. Build some farms, create some villages, and I think then the strategy is much stronger. Because yeah, you don't need more than maybe 5 sergeants in the beginning, and then because they are invincible. There's nothing that Jesse can do to kill them except the TC. And if Herr Acker would get the blacksmith armor upgrade, then more villages coming on attack. Nice. No, oh yeah, killing villages. Oh, getting another one. Amazing. I mean, this is really well played. Oh, because there's no loom. There's no loom for Herr Acker at almost a 20-minute mark. What the hell? Absolutely ridiculous. Is that also part of the YouPudding strategy? That you don't get loom. And then your villages, of which you have very few, they also just die to a few scouts. Wow. So really, Acker really giving Jesse a chance here to come back. Now he gets loom. 20 minutes. But unfortunately, Jesse's scouts are dead now, and EcoKD is 4-7. So good effort here from Jesse, showing that he's not completely unable to do anything. He's able to do a little bit of scout raiding, but now it's tricky, because now nothing can stop those sergeants. Now they have the armor upgrade, so even the TC does only 1 damage per arrow, and they could just sit underneath the TC and slaughter those villages, and all the economy of Jesse was idle there. Still has a 1 village lead, but now he gets fletching. Okay, so the TC will do 2 damage, but I think at this point there is nothing Jesse can do. He has no resources. Although he had resources for a second TC, so maybe that's something he could do with the humans. Build a TC somewhere safe and try to boom up, whilst Acker focuses on this front TC, or this first TC. But yeah, I think Jesse just doesn't know that the humans can build a second TC, and maybe just randomly pick the humans because maybe he remembered that, oh, the humans, they seem good. I didn't remember why they were good. And yeah, as it looks, the game, even though Jesse has a village lead, the game should still be over. And it just now depends on how quickly Herr Acker can create those sergeants. Actually, Herr Acker adds in 4 farms, which I very much like, and I think he should add in more. And now queues a villager. Amazing. After 8 minutes of idle TC, he queues another villager. And actually, Jesse has more idle TC. And Jesse goes for archers now, which is a good idea at the first glance, because you would think archers should be good against infantry, but feudal age archers unfortunately are not good against castle age sergeants, because sergeants now have 4 pierce armor and feudal age archers can only get 5 attacks, so 1 arrow per 1 damage per arrow. So to kill off those weak sergeants, it would take 360 arrows. The TC is a bit more effective because now it does 2 damage per shot. But yeah, I think Herr Acker needs a bit of siege now to push into the TC, and then it's over. And that he goes for Monastery. I mean, it's good to heal the sergeants, but also I think maybe a bit unnecessary. Just drop a siege workshop and you can kill Jesse much more quickly. Yeah, slaughtering everywhere, so I think now Jesse is falling apart, and unfortunately he didn't think about the extra TC, and now Herr Acker converting the first villager. Nice. It seems like he has discovered the monks for himself now. I think there's a moment in the career of every Age of Empires player where they discover that, oh, monks are actually really nice. I like to have your villages, your units, and we are witnessing this moment here for Herr Acker, and that's great to see. That means we can expect probably many more monk rushes over the course of the career of Herr Acker. And yeah, I have to say I'm overall quite pleased with the progression that Herr Acker made over the last years. Of course, not as fast as Freddy with his progress. Where Freddy went from 0 to hero basically in 2 years, but even Herr Acker made some really good progress here. He's able to absolutely clean up with those weaker players like Jesse, and even can give stronger players like Peter Host a run for his money. And I don't think it'll take long before Herr Acker will establish himself amongst the higher rank of players in our group. And if he wins this series dominantly as it looks like, then Herr Acker will have the group victory. So he'll have 16 victories probably on 4-1 sets. So he will be first of the group, and then I think he'll have to play against the best of the A group, which will include Freddy and myself and probably Splay Buzzer. So there will be some tough matches waiting for Herr Acker. So I hope he uses the time he still has to do some more training. So he maybe even has a chance against those stronger players. Jesse is doing a good job always to attack the mangonels with villagers, but in this case it's not enough, and yeah, basically again waiting for Jesse to resign now, but as we've seen before in the previous game, Jesse does not like to resign, so let's see how long we have to wait in this one. Jesse is out of resources now. He only has 5 villages on wood, protected by a single archer, and hopefully once Herr Acker finds those, then this is the end for Jesse. Although he could still rush those mangonels now, because they're a bit unprotected. Oh no, but he gets out on the wrong side of the TC. And the Scorpion is helping quite a bit. Well, would help quite a bit if it would attack. First mangonel going down, nicely done by Jesse. And the second one I think will also go down, because Herr Acker doesn't have a villager to repair. Also lost his monk, so Herr Acker slacking off a little bit. Jesse now building a stable, but he has no food, so stable will not be useful. And even the Scorpion now dying, wow. Okay, but now Herr Acker can just move in with the sergeants and kill the TC, because there's no more villages to garrison. TC is weak. Oh, yeah, I hope I hope these villagers don't escape. I hope Herr Acker manages to find them and kill them. And in fact, he has 10 sergeants for the 9 villages of Jesse. So if he tasks 1 sergeant to every villager and 1 sergeant to the archer, then he will absolutely kill Jesse. But oh, okay, the sergeants are just on the way still. The blacksmith is a bit unnecessary to kill. I think even with the blacksmith you lose the game if you lose your last villagers, but there we go. One of the villagers already escaping. Oh god. And yeah, Herr Acker still is not used to winning games, it seems. Especially winning games against these pesky, annoying players that like to hide. So it takes some skill actually to kill those type of players quickly, because yeah, you have to spread out around their base, make sure that they cannot escape. Okay, now the TC is down, and this villager will probably take a long time to be found. The other ones are slaughtered. Okay, that's good. So 1 village left for Herr Acker. And I just realized that I didn't change the color, but I think on this map it was fine. But for the next game I'll try to remember to change the color of Herr Acker back to blue. So let's see. Oh no, he cannot see the villager. Oh, because the villager slipped out. Oh god. Oh god. The single villager. Can we follow this one? No, I don't know. There must be a capture H command for this. Okay. Come on. I can see it. No! Turning around. Okay, where is the villager going? Yeah, even he will run into Acker eventually. And in just a second, Acker can see it. And oh, but with the orange and red, maybe that's also the tactic of Jesse, picking orange. Well, he always picks orange, so I think it's just a bad play from Herr Acker to pick a red here, where it's extra hard to spot the enemy on the minimap. Or is this attacking houses? Ah, almost lost track of the villager. I'm building an outpost. Don't build an outpost. This makes it easier to find. Okay. What now? Maybe he could just stand behind the house. Yeah, exactly. It will be difficult to spot for. Oh no, don't attack! What? Oh, but not enough villagers to kill the villager. Ah, dodging the arrows. So annoying. Okay, now, come on, now he showed himself. Jesse wants to make it a bit easier for Acker. Probably also bored of running around and like, oh god, I can run around forever. Acker's never find me, so just tease him a bit by attacking. And Acker just no reaction. How about you chase the villager? What the hell? Nothing. No reaction. Just having a chase with tigers. What? Acker, you need to kill this villager. What are you doing? Where is it again? No, I lost it. Ah, here it is. Okay, maybe bring the sergeant with the tiger to the villager and delete the sergeant so the tiger can kill it. Come on. Ah, no. What? No reaction. What is Herr Acker doing? A wall in the village. Oh, okay, cannot wall on this terrain, I think. Oh, come on! No, it's going to lame the. No, it's just attacking. It's here. I'm here. Kill me. Kill me. No. Finally. Ooh. What a disgusting ending. Yeah. What can I say here? This might be a long series, guys. I hope you enjoyed game 2. I did enjoy the beginning. The ending was ridiculous, and let's see how long Jesse can survive in game 3.